everybody, welcome to Guitar Paradiso. I'm Ariel.
And I'm Pete. How are you going? How's it going? How are you going?
How are you?
How is it going? How are you? Right. What are we looking at, man?
We got some Boss pedals.
We've got some Boss pedals.
We have a nice little board here today.
Yeah, we got sent this by our lovely friend Matt from Matt Knight. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Thank you.
From Boss. And he said, can you please take out the new compressor, the CP-1X for us?
Indeed.
And can you please try that with the PW-3 wah pedal here, which is a
solid as a rock.
Anyway, and we got the two blue stripes from Varsacraft.
Yeah, we thought, well, Matt sent it with the pedal board, but we rearranged the order a bit. So
yeah.
We figured it'd be cool to have a blues driver before and after the compressor, and really kind of show what the compressor can do. Yeah, we all know what a compressor does. You know, it really controls our dynamics. You know, when you play quiet, you can be loud. When you play loud, you can be quiet, etc. So and all these other things. It makes your guitar sit well in a mix. Exactly,
and this is Boss's latest one, the CP-1X.
Yeah,
which is they developed this new. What is it? That was the name of it.
Multi-dimensional processing.
You know, Boss has been around for eons and eons. It's been they've been doing pedals for as long as I can remember. I think the first pedal I had was a Boss pedal. You know, you can
totally. Me too.
You know, I had a blues driver, one of the first ones, and I still have SD1s and
what's the orange one? Is that the
DS1?
That was my first pedal.
Yeah, my first one was the vibrato pedal, which then they brought out again recently last year from the Varsacraft range. Varsacraft is the ultimate Boss pedal. Everything is. You know, it's specific down to every component and everything, and you got on here atop a custom and a standard switch. But we don't talk about these today.
Yeah, these are just our flavors.
Exactly.
These are the focus.
And we got it board up here because we want to just take you through the compressor first, and then we want to take the pedal board, put it on the floor, and then give you some wow. Come on, let's get wowing.
Let's quickly talk first about the compressor, this MDP, the multi-dimensional processing.
Yeah.
And essentially, it's analyzing everything you do as a guitar player. So they say, from your chords to individual string picking to your dynamics. Of course, that's what compression does.
Yeah.
It just analyzes it, and I don't know.
Well, it also takes the
reacts
to the pickups of the guitar and the amplifier and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on under here. Yeah. But it's a studio grade compressor. So you get attack ratio, compression, and level. That's it. You get a little meter here from -40 up to -1 dB, so you can see how much is compressing in here. And so you get the easy end of the stick, as it were. You literally just dial these three compressors, and everything that is happening under here is being
it processes your tones to really just get like a real optimized tone.
Exactly,
like the best possible thing you can get.
And also inside it, so you put in a 9-volt power supply in here, and inside it'll convert it to 18 volts, so you get higher headroom in there. Yeah, which a lot of overdrive pedals. You can use 9 or 12, 9, 12 or 18 or whatever, and it just expands the headroom of the whole sound.
And we've talked about that before, but it doesn't really come across as well on video just because it's one of those things when you're in the room playing your own amp, you can really feel more air coming through. You can feel that weight that you're getting, that body versus 9 volt, 18 volts versus 9 volts.
And anyway, we're talking. We've got the Blues Cube artist in here with the two 12s in it.
Yes.
And because Ariel is a ridiculous slide guitar player, I thought that's why we bring it out today, because slide and compression is two things that goes really well together.
Absolutely.
But let's just hear it first. How it changed the sound when we plug it in. And you are on the Captain's.
I am on the Captain's
58 Les Paul.
All right,
lovely.
beautiful.
And we'll just change a few guitars over and see what happens. Guys, I'm just gonna just quickly run through the knobs on here. You got level, attack ratio, and compression. So the level controls the overall level of the pedal. Yep. The attack controls how long the compressor turns on when the volume gets above a certain threshold. a certain threshold, so in milliseconds. So you know, the longer attack time slowed down the response kind of thing. So, and the ratio is just the more ratio, the higher more compression basically. Yeah. And then you've got the compression knob, which gives you more compression over here. So that's all it does. So let's just turn it on and see what happens.
Yeah. So here's just straight. This is with it on.
First off.
Yeah. So the thing I love most about compression, and I think the thing that most people love, is that it just makes everything feel so much better to play.
Makes it more linear. Everything, it protects the louder notes and the not so loud notes,
like we were
sort
saying.
of puts them together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it gives you that squish. That, I don't know if it's going to come across as well in video, but like this sounds good.
Yeah.
But with that, to me, it's like it's the difference of lying on two different kind of pillows on your head. You got a really firm one, might be a little harsh, and then you put the compressor on, it's a bit more lush, and it feels good. It feels like you're sinking into it a bit more.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
In dreamland.
In dreamland. So what it also can do is that sort of... Turn the reverb down a little bit. Where are you? There you are. So... So it gives you that. I'm just going to turn the master down a little bit on this one here.
Oh, it makes you just want to funk out.
It is just that sort of. It just makes everything nicer. And if you want to do sort of, I'm just going to put a bit more reverb on here. We've got a little delay on the floor here, a Varsicraft DM2, and if you want to go like this, for instance. Just hear that with the, if you take that back off again and you just hear the chord. You put it on, and then we go. It almost gives you more sustain in a way. It gives
totally gives you more sustain,
and
that's this guy working hard right here.
Yeah, the ratio.
You could just tell how when you were doing that thing without it, it was nice. But once we kicked it on in the sustain and the ratio is kind of started doing its work.
It's a really nice compressor pedal.
Fills it's really good. Fills out so much more. And a compressor pedal, if you're playing with a band or you're recording on a record to like bed tracks already, and you're trying to find a place in the mix. Yeah. There's always compression used.
Absolutely.
No matter what. Absolutely. Generally, every instrument. Yeah. Voice everything is compressed.
Just a little bit of compression. And you know, it's really a handy tool. And there's also, I think we need to move on to the slide. Because we've got these two overdrive pedals here, we can also see what happens when you have an overdrive before the compressor and after the compressor, which is a very interesting thing, because that is a thing that you need to, you know, a lot of people actually have an overdrive before and after, and they also have got a booster before and after, because it does different things to the signal chain.
Has a totally different effect wherever it's located.
Absolutely. Let's find a nice tone with the slides. So you are there.
Why don't you pass me that 335?
Yes,
with a bit higher action. And we'll come back to the Captain's Les Paul.
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, without slide, so we'll also try some like a long note, holding note, and you can kind of see what happens. So anyway,
let's start with that. We'll start with the single note stuff.
I'll just set these two the same as well. These two overdrives, blues drivers, maybe like
close to 12 o'clock-ish. Yeah. Here we go.
Let's just hear those to get the same tone. They're very similar there. So this is without compressor.
So here's a great example of compression with slides. So without it, great, kind of dies out.
Yeah.
So
with it.
It just keeps going and going.
It gives you that sustain, doesn't it? And you can definitely tell it's almost, for me, it's almost a must-have when you do slide stuff. Also, it's also good for kind of, you know, that sort
chicken
of
picking.
Chicken picking. You know, that's totally.
Yeah.
That sort of thing is really great for it as well, but also the big chord you heard me play earlier, absolutely great. So anyway, let's just hear again, just with an overdrive pedal on its own. And then the compressor after the overdrive. And then just to compress on its own. and then the overdrive after the compressor.
Whoa! Oh.
And that's really funny because these are, if I take the compressor off again and you start with that overdrive. They're set the same, as you can see. Let's just check quickly.
Everything looks the same?
Everything looks the same.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit less gain on this one, but it's very close. So here you got one there. Play that. And then you put the compressor on. So that it's kind of a, that's what do you prefer? I would put it before and then have that there for me.
Always,
so I put the compression into. But you know, some people might prefer it the other way around.
So the thing that's going on here is that this blues driver is not compressed.
Yeah.
This is just on its own, rogue.
Yeah.
You know, we're hitting the, it's going straight from the guitar to this.
Yeah.
And this guy is getting all the kind of rich, creamy goodness from the compressor into it.
Yeah.
So it just gives you so many more tonal options running the compressor through it. And it actually sounds, to me, I think you agree, it just sounds better.
It sounds better for me as well, but it might be, I might, we're doing this because they're the same overdrive, so you can hear the actual difference the compressor made in between. But you might have another overdrive that does better on that side. You know, another overdrive, which is not a blues driver, it's another overdrive or distortion or whatever, that you then put into it to get another tone out of it. But it's just to show how much, actually having a compressor, how much it changes your sound and where to put it in your signal chain. It's pretty impressive actually, and it sounds great.
And it does sound great. And another function of the compressor that we didn't really talk about, a lot of people will leave it on all the time.
Yep.
And then some people will use the compressor as a boost.
Yes, we can try that.
As a clean boost.
Yeah. So if we turn down the compression and the ratio and everything here.
Yeah, I'm going to switch to the Strat here just to.
You want to hand that over? I'll take that.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so
without just a normal sort of clean. Funky.
So let's see this. I'm going to turn the volume down just a bit.
Okay. And also what I've done now, I've turned both attack and ratio all the way down, just to use the compression and the level switch.
So
for that.
Oh, yeah! Sounds great.
It's good, isn't it?
And it just, I mean, if you have that, you know how you put a clean boost at the very end of your chain and it boosts everything? You could do that with this too. That would have been interesting. But
But there's so many videos to do.
Exactly.
There's like endless videos.
The compressor is just generally you put it first in line.
Yeah.
We did it here because we wanted you to hear the difference between both overdrives. But it really can have cool functionality really cool. on both sides. Yeah, wicked. Yeah.
But that's why we got our friends over at the Pedal Show, Mick and Dan, to do all of those pedal videos, because there is just so many.
We leave that madness to those geniuses.
But still, this is cool. Anyway, I think now you're on the Strat, I think what we should do is we should get this board onto the floor and start getting some wah-wah going on and see what that does with the blues driver and the compressor. And the compressor, I'm going the same thing. Compressor? Compressor. Let's do it. So, we're back in the room now. We have now got the pedal board on the floor.
As you can see.
And this is now all about, excuse my 80s boots down here.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. So, basically, it's the PW-3 wah pedal, which is Boss's sort of low noise, small footprint, dual voiced compressor. Not compressor. We're talking wah pedal now, Pete. Come on, keep it together. Keep it together.
You're still in dreamland from the compressor.
I'm still in
pillow reference.
Pillow, yeah, exactly. Still, I need more coffee, and it's really cool because it's a die-cast sort of really rugged housing, as it were.
Yeah, nice and solid.
And it's really solid piece of metal there. You know what I mean? It's built really well. It takes 9 volt. On the back here, you've got your 2 modes, vintage and modern.
Yeah, so we'll go between those two, and you guys can hear them.
In vintage and classic, basically, isn't it?
Yes.
No, vintage. What is the other one called? Hang on, it's
unique. It's rich mode.
Rich mode.
Richie Rich.
Richie Rich, and it also has got this little cool feature.
There you go.
You got 2 lights on each side.
Yay.
Which is really, really cool. And
hit it. Yeah.
This. Oh yeah.
So do we know what mode this is on right now?
So it's on. I believe it is on vintage mode.
So that's vintage.
One is, yeah. So it's on vintage mode now. If you were, I will then switch to from vintage to rich mode. So let's have a listen to what that sounds like. Oh, sorry. I turned you off. I shouldn't have done that. I do apologise.
Whoa!
There we go. There we go. So you wah a bit.
That's modern mode.
That's
rich mode, right?
Yeah. And then this is vintage here.
Yeah, it's wah stuff.
So that's really cool, man. That's really cool. So the classic one there, the vintage mode, is basically the one you know, and it's the 50th anniversary for wah this year, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I heard something like that
50
somewhere.
years of wah.
So
wow.
Yeah. So that's the one you know from like Hendrix and Zakk Wylde and sort of like Kirk Hammett, because he plays a wah pedal a lot. And in the rich mode is a mode that Boston had developed for sort of a richer tone that they kind of like, and you can definitely tell.
You can hear more bass response. You can
hear
thing.
You can hear it immediately. If I go over to the rich mode there.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And then flick it to the left.
Try that one.
That's a good groove. Anyway,
Man,
the pedal dancing.
This guy can tap dance. Sign him up for the ballet.
Yeah, I better get one of those switching systems.
That was Look at
that! What was that? It was like two at the same time like that. Hey. So
two pedals, 1 foot.
Hey, that's a video I'd like to see, and you just have.
You just have, yeah.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? So what we just did there at the end, I basically just swapped it between the overdrive coming into the wah and after the wah.
Yeah.
And also swapped between the sort of the
rich and the vintage. Yeah.
I kind of prefer the rich for the cleaner tones, and maybe for when you're doing a little bit more overdrive, I like that sort of it comes out a little bit more, doesn't it?
Screams a bit more.
Yeah.
I noticed once we turned this up a bit more,
sending it into the
sending
thing.
it in, it started having more sonic purpose.
Yeah. And also, it kind of you would use that almost as a booster going into it, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But with the compressor on, not necessarily compressing this pedal, but your sound being compressed still, it seemed to work better with it turned up a bit. Very cool.
Absolutely cool, man.
Nice wah, funky, sassy.
And you know what? I like the small footprint because it's always, you get, and I like. So one of the things that I like about this is also that the bottom is solid on it. So if you do stick Velcro to it, it doesn't flop about.
It doesn't do the flop, yeah.
And that's one thing that the classic wah pedals that as we know.
Crybabies, yeah.
Yeah, and the Vox ones and everything, they've got that, and that's the design because that's the original design. So I get it. Yeah. I do get it.
But you got to evolve, and this is a step in the right direction.
Exactly, and it's got the Boss quality, which is, and it's about 109 quid. So it's not over the top expensive.
Not a bad price.
It's solid. It sounds great. It's nice and quiet, and you know, that's it. Go and have a look at the website and links below. The Blues driver. You can also go and have a look at the links below, and the new compressor is great as well. I like that very much.
Big
There's
fan.
Some good tones there. So come in and try that out in Andertons today. Come on down. Come and see us and try some stuff out. We got all these booths in the side. You can go in there. You can take your pedals in, and you can turn it up to 11.
Go nuts.
And just pick some guitars down, whatever you want. You can pick anything and just pick it and try it.
Yep. You can grab
anyway, I think that was enough of that.
I think that's enough.
I think that's enough of that, because I'm going to keep playing all day long with all of these funky tones. Guitar Paradiso, Boss CP-1X, and the PW-3 wah pedal.
Yes.
I'm Pete.
Ariel.
And we will see you next time here on Andertons TV. Take care.
Bye.